What's a referral link?
It's always been there. It's just not always been right there.
Oh. Welcome to another episode of the Love Brew podcast. I'm your host, Tommy T.
My name is Artika.
And this is Artika, man. Welcome. It's been a little minute since we've been here.
Is this 2 weeks?
We missed last week. Nah, we just missed 1 week.
Okay.
But we're gonna miss 2 weeks. Because of it's been a crazy start to April. I can tell you that much. But yeah, wild week this week.
Look, now I'm trying to make sure.
Make sure what? That we
No,
missed.
it's just 1 week.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was last week. I don't know what we was gonna talk about last week.
We weren't. We never got to that point.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
Oh,
we
okay.
never made a list of anything.
All right. Good morning, guys. Sharon, high vibe. High vibe, you've been on it, man. What do we say? It's not Katie. It's not Katie.
I think it's Ketawee.
Ketawee, yeah. Good morning, cousin. D. Glad to be seen and everything. So yeah. How you doing? Good morning, Artika.
She said, share that sausage and biscuit, man.
How you know I got a sausage and biscuit?
You probably been over here smacking with it. Probably is in the camera. No, it's not in the camera.
No, it's not in the camera. I got it.
Ketaway. Okay.
Got it. Ketaway. Good morning.
Ketiway. T.
Ketaway. If somebody ever mistake my name, I'm gonna be like Tommy T.
Good morning, Glenn.
What's up, Glenn? Hey, shout out to Jack and Glenn this week. They had David and Madison on their show. On their channel this week, man. Shout out to them. If you didn't catch that, go check it out on the Jack and Glenn channel. I often say the Jack and Glenn show.
I was like, I don't know why you talking so slowly.
My mind's racing because I don't have the slightest thing to talk about. I knew I wanted to come on here and talk. So let's get into it, man. This week has been different, to say the least. Very different. It's been very emotional for me, and I appreciate everybody's condolences and prayers and hugs and kisses and calls and texts.
Although for half of the calls, he been like, "Man, I wish people stop calling me."
Nah, it's not that I wish people stop calling me, but it's like, man, half the time I didn't feel like talking. If you guys don't know, my dad passed this last Sunday, and he had been sick like for a while, and so he finally passed away. Knowing me and knowing how silly I am, I always try to take sad situations and smile about them and laugh and stuff like that. So I've been like really, trying to find laughter in the things that he did and stuff like that. And I come to realize my daddy is not he's not as silly as I am, but he was silly.
Don't let him get a beer in his system.
Right. He was super silly, man.
He didn't even have to get drunk.
No.
Just let him get a beer.
He just had to look. He just had to knock the chill off real quick.
It's like he get a beer. He was like, "All right, now I can talk."
Right.
Okay. Cause my Tommy is the most talkative of the 3 Tommies before Quad.
Thank you, D.
His granddaddy was a man of very few words. Very kind, but very few words. His daddy was a man of few words.
until he knocked the chill off.
Until he knocked the chill off with a beer.
Now the funniest part about this whole thing, everybody been like, "Man, if there's anything I can do for you," and I was like, like when people say that, what do you say?
Okay.
I mean, like if you like,
if there's something that I truly need, then I'll say what that need is. Like your true need this week has been the pictures.
Yeah. And I've been asking people, hey man, can you find some pictures of?
And so unfortunately, we don't have access to all of the photos that were in Tommy's grandparents' house. One, because we're not in Tennessee. 2, because there's a lack of communication with people that are in Tennessee. That's the easiest way to say that.
Quiet. Stop.
So it's been a task to find photos from more than just like say the last 5 years his dad has been sick. So there's been a task to find pictures from like say like the 5 or so years before that. And then before that, I wouldn't even say that he took a lot of pictures.
No, my dad did take a lot of pictures anyway.
So we do have a box of photos from Tommy's maternal grandmother's side of the family. And we found a picture or two in there. I randomly had pictures of pictures from when Tommy's grandfather passed away back in 2018. So it's just been like it's all I got.
Yeah.
What else y'all got? Like help me.
But it's funny because I be thinking to myself, like people that don't know my dad but know me, and I appreciate it. Like, yeah, man, if anything you need, like, all right, man, what do I need? I don't tell people like anything you need. I'll be like, hey,
when I offer by saying, let me know if you need anything, it's a person that I feel like I could truly offer some assistance to.
I always wonder, is it just a blanket statement?
A lot of times it is. Or people don't know what to say, so that's what they say.
Yeah.
Because if they can get you on the phone, they not gonna say, I'm praying for you guys.
Yeah.
Like as their final statement, they usually end it with, let me know if you need anything.
I end it with, I love you. Because sometimes people just need to hear that.
That's literally all I could lend. One of a friend, she started off as a friend of a friend, and now she's my friend.
Yeah.
Her mother passed away on yesterday, and all I could tell her when I talked to her was, I love you. Mm-hmm. Or not talk to her, I sent her a message, but it was just like, I love you. Like,
yeah, man, but I always think it's funny though, man. Like when people say that, and I'll be thinking to myself, like, nah, I don't need anything. I also think it's funny how I didn't want to talk to people.
That's not funny.
To me, it was because I was like, usually I talk to anybody. And there's certain people, my homeboy Doug called me last night, and I was like, man, let me get off this phone with you, man. We sitting up here tripping, man. But anyway, man, I'm gonna miss my dad. He was 63 and pretty young. Just wasn't healthy. Mm-hmm. That's it. He just wasn't healthy enough. So, yeah, I'm the oldest Tommy now, living. Oh yeah. I kind of.
We laughed about him just last night.
Yeah.
The way he answers the phone.
Holla. Man. But now, like, I'm gonna miss him, man. But shout out to him.
The only thing that I hate is that the kids didn't get to experience like him. Mm-hmm. Because by the time they came around, he was already sick.
Mm-hmm. Especially Quad.
Yeah. Lily didn't really get him either. Because she was about a year old when he got sick. Or right at a year old when he got sick. So
yeah.
She didn't really get much. And then she was afraid of him once he got in the wheelchair. Mm-hmm. So there was that.
Come around and eat.
OG's answer the phone like yellow. It was like an extra breath,
Yeah,
a
on the
thick
H.
breath.
On the H.
And that would be it.
Man, dude was funny, man.
She said, normally I send a basket of things that are encouraging because I remember not wanting to talk. I think letting people know you love them and are available is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the funny thing, I'm sorry, guys, I'm hungry. Um, the funny thing about everything is, it's for me. I knew the week before that he was dying,
Mm-hmm.
so I was able to kind of like get it out a little bit.
Even though he was in another state, I think you went up there like what, 3 times?
Yeah. Um, and then it's been over 4 years that my dad has been on a decline. You know, so um, it's different because it's hitting me because it's a parent,
Mm-hmm.
and thinking like this is a experience that I'm like, golly, my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like it was four of us and now it's three
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. And so you know, go love on your parents, man. Just give them a hug for me, especially your dad. So um enough of this sad stuff.
So, while we're changing the subject before we get into whatever you had to talk
Yeah.
about, I was reading something last night on my phone as I was trying to get ready to go to bed. And I always eating on videos. That's Tommy.
Man, your boy be hungry, man.
Um, and randomly I got into the 90s and 2000s alcohols that we didn't get to taste, but rap music made famous.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a couple that I added in, or one that I know specifically. I don't even have it on my phone anymore. But one specifically that I added in that wasn't a rap one,
Mm-hmm.
but it was something we never tried, which was Zima. But the things that stood out to me was Cristal,
Yeah.
Cavassier, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the other one was. Did you have anything that you could add? Hypnotic.
I had hypnotic. Hypnotic was disgusting, man. I didn't see how they liked that.
So,
I'm on hypnotic, exotic, the polo on my body.
funny
Got it
story.
bad.
Funny story. With
What was
with hypn.
Ludacris's Conjure?
Yeah.
You ever had that?
No.
Yeah, it was okay.
Hypnotic. We went on a cruise in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not together anymore, but friend of ours,
Yeah.
him and his wife went, and we get to the captain's dinner, and he's like, "Can I get an Incredible Hulk?" The waiter looked at me like I was the ghetto liaison and was like, "What is he asking me for?"
Hmm?
Tommy about died at that table that day.
Not that every time I see him or talk to him, like, man, that Incredible Hulk was hilarious, man.
I say it to him every year on his birthday.
Man, let me get an Incredible Hulk, bruh. What is that?
Because the guy, he really looked at me like, "Ma'am, you seem to have the most sense at this table. What is he speaking of?"
What is this drink he is speaking of right now? What is Conjure? Cognac? I'm
I
not
think
big
so.
on cognac.
I did try Alizé, but I remember that being a thing. He asked for a steak well
Alizé?
done too, right? I don't know what he asked for dinner.
I don't know. I couldn't remember anything past Incredible Hulk.
Mm-mm. And then me explaining gazpacho. We had gazpacho,
What is that?
cold soup.
Oh.
Remember, we had gazpacho when we were wedding planning. I might be a former alcoholic. I drank all of them.
What did Jay-Z holler in the song?
It was
It was
Cristal.
Cristal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Biggie was hollering about that too.
Yeah, that's what started it was You don't drink Cristal to this, you drink Cristal.
Yeah, yeah.
That was what started this rabbit hole
Oh
of things.
man, what was the first? Did you ever taste Everclear?
Did I ever taste Everclear?
Did you
I
ever drink
definitely
it?
had Hunch Punch. I
Man,
never had Everclear straight, obviously,
I was
but I definitely we should be entitled to compensation
yeah.
for
What's
ever
the
having
MD
Everclear.
MD 2020?
I've had
It's
Mad Dog.
terrible,
Mm-hmm.
terrible. I was
It
like,
is awful.
this is gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
You can start a car with this,
I'm
man. What are
trying to
we
think of
doing?
what else, cause I had a few. My class is texting me. Where's my history?
Uh, Kavasi.
Yep. Buster said it passed the
Pastor
Cavassier.
Kavasi. Let's see. MD 20. The first time I had MD 2020, I woke up the next day and it felt like somebody just was ramming my head against a wall the whole night. I was like, I never want this again. Everclear. Everclear was the drink to get you there. Like we drinking Everclear. Like, no, we not. Blue top Burnett's. That was it.
I've had that too.
Man.
And then they started making flavors.
They did. They did. And we just, like watermelon was the flavor. We Blue top Burnett's was the cheap liquor.
It still is the cheap liquor.
Oh man. Those
What
were
was
the
my
times.
brother's cheap vodka of choice was Taka vodka. And then my little
Cisco.
cousins.
No, that's a first. I've never heard of Cisco.
I never heard of that.
If you ain't talking about the thong song, I don't know what you talking about.
I'm looking through all of these like hip hop wine brands or alcohol brands, and I never had any of these.
The best, I ain't gonna lie to you, the best one that I've had from hip hop liquor, I want to say Douce was up there.
I never had
Douce was pretty tasty.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
I had Bamboo before. Bamboo is okay. It's not. It doesn't stick out to me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, my favorite is Jack Daniels. So, I'm a whiskey guy.
I remember I realized I didn't like Chardonnay with Big Sean.
Yeah,
because it was all inspired by Little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. I was like, it's too buttery.
I don't know. Okay. Okay.
I don't like it.
Too buttery. I have never heard a liquor.
It's not a liquor, it's a wine.
Or alcoholic beverage described as too buttery. Something that I recently tasted was a twisted tea.
Oh yeah, David had those.
And I will admit, don't get the raspberry.
He's had the variety pack. Yeah. He said he bought a box of twisted teas to take to the Atlanta
Cisco,
United
man.
game.
What is Cisco though?
I don't know.
Tell me what Cisco is. Is it like a vodka?
Wow.
I am curious.
What is Thug Passion?
That's something. Where you see Thug Passion?
I Googled. So this list has OD, of course, Hennessy, Moet, Alizé, E&J, Tanqueray, Amaretto, Bacardi, and Mickey's. I don't even know what Mickey's is. Then somebody listed Thug Passion. Somebody else said, what is that?
Man, that's too funny.
Oh, there's a recipe for Thug Passion.
Oh, that's a real
drink. So it was Alizé, Cristal.
So in college, man, we used to
Alizé and Cristal. Those are the two ingredients.
My homeboy Slick, he introduced me to Acid Rain.
What is Acid Rain?
It is liquor with the clear Kool-Aid.
Never. I didn't hang out with you and Slick.
Liquor with the clear Kool-Aid, man. I was like, okay, let's drink it. But if you think about how we used to drink, and the thing is, and I know everybody in here has said this before, the alcohol will kill the germs.
That's what. Okay, so you know what made me think about that? dog's blood in a pot. They
Yeah.
didn't have no
Yeah.
cups, and they was just
Just
passing
passing
around
the
the
pot.
pot. And I remember walking up to the frat house because one of my friends' boyfriends was in town, and so I rode over there with her, went into the house, and they was passing around this pot. He immediately walked over, put his hand across my chest, and said, "She's not drinking that."
Alcohol will kill the
I
jerk.
was like,
Like,
I didn't want any anyways. He was like, no, I'm letting them know
I
that
wonder
you're
how
not
they.
drinking it.
I wonder how they uh do it now.
Cisco is a wine, but it's way stronger than any liquor I've had.
Go say good morning
So
to
is
Brew.
that like a Taylor Port? Because people be talking about that. Put them on their butt.
Yeah. If you drink enough of any alcoholic beverage, you get on your butt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about beer. I'm like, man, I don't see how people be wanting to drink so much beer. I be like, bro, like you ain't full. Beer's a thick, it fills you up.
My thing is, I don't want to drink that much of anything.
I think about the color orange when I think about Tanqueray, and it's not good at all.
Okay, Dom Perignon.
Don P.
The
Um,
spokesmen for that are
thank
listed
you,
as
sir.
Jada Kiss,
Thank you.
Wyclef, Two Live Crew, Lil Sean, Notorious B.I.G., etc.
Who's Lil Sean?
I don't know who that is. Alizé, of course, Biggie and Jay-Z and Pac talked about that. As well as RZA, Thug Passion. There was Tupac and Lil Boosie.
Hmm.
E and J. I've had E and J.
Yeah, I done had all the flavors with E&J. Crown Royal, the Apple Crown Royal, man. When that came out, I was like, this stuff is good.
Heineken's. It's a beer.
Yeah,
Tanqueray Gin. Colt 45s.
yeah. Have you ever had gin and blueberry tea?
No, that's very specific.
It's a different taste. It's not bad. It's
And
not
of
bad.
course, Hennessy.
Anyway, what else happened? What y'all want to talk about, man? Y'all see where Ray J uh was begging Kai Cenat to have a sleepover?
That's weird.
It was the weirdest conversation I
So
had ever heard.
honestly, Ray J in general is weird.
Yep, I can say that.
Um, so yeah.
But I I see what he was trying to get to, but his delivery was just
So what was he trying to get
he
to?
was like, man,
He wants to string with Kai.
Let's be real. Kai Cenat has gotten it, changing the game, and he is doing his thing. He got a T-Mobile commercial with Snoop. He linked up with Kevin Hart. He's
I think
doing
the problem is
we're yeah,
generational
yeah,
gap.
yeah, yeah. That's the issue, right? Ray
And
J is
I don't want to be in the in crowd like Ray J
right,
does.
right. But that's a part of Ray J's way of making money.
No, I agree.
So that's why I was like, I see what you're doing, but just the way you deliver. Because he was like, man, I want to take a shower with y'all. Y'all be taking showers together, and I want to. This is what Ray J said, and I was
So
like,
do they be taking showers
I
together?
don't know what they be doing. They be on stream, do it. Like one time, this man had other people like doing magic tricks and stuff on his stream while he took a nap. Like he be doing these marathon streams, and he took a nap. I was like, what? Like what is going on here? Yeah, Kai. Like I mean, like let's be honest, man. He's one of the biggest stars.
I
Or
use the word start. That's you use that
I don't
loosely.
know. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. He's
Streamers.
one of the biggest streamers in the world today, and yeah, that's where you link to the younger crowd because they're watching his stuff.
Auntie old.
Yeah, man. I'm just like I officially made it into unk status because somebody was like, "You unk status if you was born in the 1980s."
1900s.
Yeah, 1900s. You wear your hat to the back. I do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a nice tracksuit. I want one.
Influencers.
Yeah. Yeah, like dude, if I was big like that, everybody around me would get a house. I mean, especially my mama. Like, man,
So
look,
that's the MC Hammer effect.
Nah, I mean I ain't gonna go broke,
But that's the MC Hammer of it.
but I'm gonna get everything I want.
Everybody got to win because I won, and then I ain't got no money, but they still got their house.
Yeah.
Absolutely put on charger.
Okay. Yeah. He be doing stuff just detrimental to
These youngins in their 1900s.
They don't realize people that was born in 1900. The youngest person is 26. I think. Ain't the youngest person 26?
If they've had a birthday.
Yeah.
If not, they 25.
Yeah. But they'll be 26 this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But anyway, he was like, man, I want to be I can't remember what movie it was, but he was like, I want to be down with y'all. I want to be in the clique. What movie was that? You don't know?
I don't want it. I don't want it.
But yeah, so I was like, this is why does it sound weird?
Because it's saying I want to take a shower with y'all.
It's yeah.
That's weird.
Right. I want to take a shower.
That is weird.
It ain't like Teddy P telling them, turn them off.
Because Teddy was talking to one person.
Man, did you see that video I sent you? It was a video of Teddy Pendergrass in one of his concerts.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah. I was like, how would you feel?
No,
and then
it's Usher.
I was saying they was like they was doing a comparison between Usher and Teddy Pendergrass, and I was like, what's like Teddy Pendergrass was a little bit worse than Usher. But yeah, man. Dude, come on, man. But yeah, man. I was looking at that video. He walked up to a girl and kissed him on the lips. And he told the dude, "You got a good one right there." It was like, bro, we finna fight. Kissing my girl.
You not finna fight Teddy. I
gave him 1-2.
Security. Get this man out of here. Ain't that what Angelo says?
Oh, but yeah, man. What was we talking about? Yeah, Ray J he just missed me. I get why, but he just missed me with the delivery on that, man. So, what else happened, man, that we can randomly talk about? This Carrie Hilson thing, man. Did you like what song was that? I
started the Breakfast Club interview. I did watch her.
Oh, so you watched the interview?
Huh?
You watched the interview?
I said I started it. I did watch her R&B Money interview, which was I think last year or early this year.
Yeah.
But the Breakfast Club interview, I started it. Life got busy that day, and excuse me, I never went back to it.
Yeah.
But essentially, the big thing to talk about is Carrie Hilson dissing Beyonce, and apparently Esther Dean wrote the verse. And Carrie said she didn't really want to do that song, but she felt like she had to because of her position with the label and all of that stuff. So she just decided to take some time away from the industry after that instead of trying to like go back.
Did she start work acting?
She did start acting. She's done a few
Thank you, man.
I know she did a Lifetime movie.
Was she in This Christmas?
Yeah, she was the girl
not
in
This Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
She was the one that was with Chateau. In the back room at the grocery store. And she's done things here and there, and she was still writing music.
I never even knew that song. What's the name of that song?
Turning Me On.
Turning Me On. I never knew that song was
that was the remix.
Yeah. Still, I didn't know it was a diss towards Beyonce.
Yeah, I remember. What two songs did I tell you about that you also didn't know was dissing each other? It was Dream and Wayne. It was Lollipop and I Think I Love Your Girl.
I didn't know Lollipop was a diss. Yeah,
because they was sharing girls.
But were they sharing the girl, or were they broke up and then one hit the other?
It was just like, you get my girl. That's an I. You go. You get my girl. I'm gonna get your girl.
Yeah, that's crazy. But if you
Then
think
they
about
had
it,
kids with them.
yeah,
So these two girls' kids are siblings.
and they dad is the rivals.
I don't know if they're still rivals now.
I'm kidding, man. Um, yeah, man.
It's crazy that you have to tell people decades later that your hit song was a diss track. It's weird.
Yeah,
Well, I knew that the remix to Turning Me On, because she was like, she basically said you need to move it to the left, was a dig at Irreplaceable. And it told her to go sit down and have some babies
mm.
because she hadn't had kids yet either.
I be
So
trying to figure out like what's the point in having
if you don't actually have a beef with the person,
yeah,
I don't understand the
like
point
what's
in
the
it.
point of having a slick diss?
Well, I don't think that was a slick
It
diss.
it was because she had to explain that that was a diss.
Well, I mean,
That
people
was a
knew.
that was a dig to Beyonce.
There were people that knew.
Did Beyonce ever respond?
No,
Why would she?
right.
Yeah, the fact that she mentioned,
I think the only big thing that has ever happened surrounding Beyonce that she has said anything about was, of course, it goes down when it's $1 billion in the elevator.
yeah,
That's it.
I can't wait till somebody say that about me.
Okay.
Be like, it's $1 billion in this elevator. You gotta think that's gonna happen, man.
But
What they say,
no,
power in the tongue.
I think that the beefs that we know about that are like the classic beefs, names were named, like Biggie and Pox
Yeah,
beefs.
Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah,
What does
well,
Kendrick and Drake
no,
beef like?
Kendrick really named names.
Like, where does they beef range? Like, number one for me is NWA and Vaseline with the best. Ice Cube with no Vaseline
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't have a comeback
Cause he was writing.
for
He
like no Vaseline.
was
Now
writing for.
Drake had a couple 1-2 punches. The NWA they 100 miles and running was the response to no Vaseline or or Benedict Arnold. They had that one and 100 miles of running.
Just let it go. Let it go.
Um, that no Vaseline is number one best song. Kendrick Lamar's "They Not Like Us" is probably number two for me. Hit 'em up is number three for sure.
I would have ranked Hit 'em Up at the top for me.
Hit 'em up is a better bop than the rest of them. But
Mm-hmm.
no Vaseline. If you listen to what this man say, he like we supposed to fight after
I think
that.
I think that that's, if I feel
I'd, I'd,
Ether and what was the other one?
shucks. I
See, the
can't.
fact that we can't think of
Yeah,
the other one.
that was for me, and for me, it was like, I never liked that. Like I always thought it was weak. Love Jay-Z, but I always thought that was a weak diss thing. Like Eminem had a diss track. I can't remember Eminem's diss track or who he was dissing, but um, yeah, the Jay Z and Nas beef. I was like, I didn't like the songs.
I'm googling hip hop beefs and diss tracks. Let's see
Yeah,
what we get.
bruh, like F your B and the click you claim. West side
First
when we
off, he called
ride.
him a fat mother.
Like the only thing it hit him up you need to listen to is Pac's verse. Now everybody else, the Outlaws, I like the Outlaws, but they were like the song could have stopped with the chorus, Pac verse, chorus. We out of the song.
I forgot about this. I wouldn't rank this at
What
all.
was that?
T.I. and Shawty Lo going at each other.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Uh,
So Eminem's Nail in the Coffin was against the Source and Benzino.
Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly wrote a diss track to Eminem one time.
What?
And Eminem responded. I think in a cipher or something. I think Eminem is a dangerous person to be trying to diss. Kendrick is a dangerous person to diss.
Mhm.
Um, man, I mean, hit him up was yeah, hit him up was there, man. uh,
uh, 50 Cent. Oh, 50 Cent and Ja
yep,
Rule. I don't think
LL
that
Cool J,
theirs was.
LL Cool J, and my man's golly, what's his name, man? It's from the '80s. Um,
Let's see if it's on my list.
Kumo D, LL Cool J and Kumo D was they had a beef.
Jay Z's was the Takeover,
Takeover was a solid song,
and
but
then Ether was the.
yeah, right. But I didn't like. Personally, I didn't like Nas.
Mhm.
I didn't like he had "If I Rule the World." That was a solid song for me, but and Belly,
Love 'em, baby.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Ice Cube, no Vaseline.
the movie Belly was like the two things I love from Nas.
Super ugly.
Who was that?
Jay Z. That was a response to Ether.
Yeah, and it like it wasn't for me. Nas and Jay Z was just nah.
Pusha T and Drake.
Pusha T and Drake, yep. But Drake didn't really respond to Pusha T until he was.
What could he say? This man said you hiding a baby, and he was.
Ain't nothing you can say. What could Biggie say?
He had to believe Faith.
Yeah, he can't.
Faith,
You,
Faith said, "No, I did not have sexual relations with that
but
man."
you have to be like, first off, you gotta ask your girl, did this happen? And then secondly, you gotta be like, I don't even want to. I don't want to respond to this man because this man is, there's something wrong with this man. uh, he talked about everybody in his crew. Yeah, he couldn't respond. Hey, Miss Tillman.
Good morning.
We
I'm
just,
really
Miss Tillman, we just chilling in here, just shooting,
Gucci Mane. Oh, Gucci Mane had a
just
beef
talking.
with Jeezy.
Yeah, man, that versus, what is it? Versus.
It was
Oh,
real tense.
I was like, yeah, lead the tension in this room because, like, I don't know what happened per se, but I do
Um,
know that Gucci Mane had to defend himself and gave somebody their wings.
yeah, and it was somebody that Jeezy was associated with.
Yeah, and I have no clue if Jeezy did. I don't see why Jeezy would have said something
I don't know. People can't
or
stay out the
sent him.
streets.
Yeah, but anyway, that ain't my ministry.
I don't know the streets. Like I drive on them, but I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
'em.
Never wanted to be in the streets,
Mm-mm.
you know.
I come home. Street
Hmm.
lights.
Right?
Not
Y'all,
gonna catch me slipping.
yeah. Um, but no, yeah, no Vaseline, man. Hands down to me was probably number one diss track ever. And then
Mm-hmm.
you can play them how you want to after that.
Ah, Eminem released "Kill Shot"
Yeah.
for Machine Gun
Oh,
Kelly.
okay, yeah. And I mean, like he pretty much was like start and finish with Eminem.
Drake and Meek Mill.
Yeah, that's the one he won. Mill was able to come back off of that. Like uh so easy
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if Meek did a response, but it was like, nah, you don't need to if you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing you can say.
Everybody keeps putting "Hit 'Em Up" as the number one.
Hit 'em up is not number one for me.
No Vaseline is number two on
no
the
Vas
three lists that I've just looked
no
at.
Vaseline is definitely number one. Have you heard it?
Yes.
So no fast. Ooh, we just thinking about what he's saying, man. That's it's crazy. Anyway,
You remember that video where that boy did a diss track against his grandma?
yeah, and his grandma came back.
I'm gonna do a diss track against my kids.
What was I thinking about just now, man? That's too funny. Nah, it was one where dude did he was battle rapping his grandmama. You hear me?
I didn't see that one.
I was like they were going, it was like part 10 or something like that, man. They was going at each
That
other.
man, he had a young grandmama.
Nah, she was old.
Like how old?
Stop, boy.
No, don't get my turtle. I see the turtle. I want you to leave it alone.
Yeah,
that's what I need to get when I'm in the Bahamas the next
star
time.
of the show is here.
A turtle.
But yeah, man, just thinking about those diss tracks, man, it's something else. I can't.
Now y'all see why I want a diss track against my kids. Look at this one.
What is he doing?
Jumping.
Car stop, man.
First off, once you found out that he could finally jump,
the funny part,
you've been encouraging his jumping, and now he just be jumping.
Yeah. Oh, both of them to be doing it. What you? Okay, go ahead. You gotta move your finger, man. The funny part is he knows exactly where whatever he wants to do on my phone. He
92
knows.
bars.
I heard that. It didn't stand out to me. It's tough, and I heard it years ago.
The Game. Who was he dissing?
The Game pretty much dissed everybody you could think of, man.
He said he had one target in particular, Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Seems like the same people keep getting involved in beefs.
Drake and Meek Mill.
And Jay-Z been involved where he ain't been on the rapping side, but Tupac said Alpha Men won.
What you look, he goes to exactly what he wanted.
Kids don't be worried about you, but as soon as you do something, they all in the mix. Absolutely.
All in the videos. Boy, you don't even watch that, man. What are you doing, Peppa Pig? That ain't what you want to watch, man.
Turn it on. That's what he clicked.
Where you want to go? Your room or in your room?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait a minute, man. Wait.
Just don't turn it on.
I can't until this commercial go off. He started walking slow.
This is the thing that bothers me with these streaming apps too.
What?
We spent you have regular channels who then were like, we gonna make a premium subscription to our channel of things and then charge you for it. And it's like, at this point, I'm just thinking maybe we should just, go back to cable and we just gonna miss some things.
Yeah.
But then, Married at First Sight, we'll actually get to watch it the day that it comes out, because on Peacock, it'll go straight to streaming that day. And we won't be waiting until 8 p.m. to try to turn it on. I ain't saying it's going to make our videos come out any quicker.
It's not.
I know, I'm not saying that. But we'll at least get to watch it and not have to, deal with the glitches of the Lifetime app.
Yeah.
Because the Lifetime app, it's your fault that I noticed it. But when they come back after their first commercial break, the audio is not aligned with the video.
Yeah.
And so now I just can't focus after the first commercial. I barely can look at the TV screen because the mouths are not moving with the sound.
Yeah. Man. That's crazy.
You lost your steam?
Yeah.
You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yep. That gets you to
what happened in 2 minutes?
Gets you to 9:30.
Oh, yeah.
We was 15 minutes late, so technically, you got 15 minutes.
15 minutes. I don't know, man. It's just, it's just been real wild, man. Just the stuff that you think about during, or I've thought about during these last 2 weeks. I haven't done anything.
Mm-mm.
Like I ain't touched the edit or anything. We got to figure out how we're gonna do the streams.
What stream?
This, cause we gonna
Take
have to change it up.
just like we did when we go to my mama's house.
What you mean?
We take a laptop and we
No, I'm talking
turn on the
about. I'm
video.
talking about without the stream, y'all. Yeah.
Um,
So I gotta figure that part out. But
yeah.
yeah, man. How was y'all week, man? We ain't seen y'all in 2 weeks or talked to y'all in 2 weeks, man. Tell us what's good. We've gotten to that point,
Yeah, I don't know what has happened in life.
huh?
'Cause I don't know what has happened in life.
Springtime. We getting this garden stuff ready.
I missed the baby's birthday.
Who birthday?
Christina.
Um, um, I'm trying to figure out how to grow grass. That's the funny part. I need to call my father-in-law.
Oh yeah, so I bought a lemon tree. I bought another blueberry bush. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to pruning, but I'm about to prune one of my existing blueberry bushes. And if it don't give me no blueberries this year, it's going in the trash.
Mm.
And we'll try again next year with another bush.
Man, you know something that I just thought about, man, because I was thinking about um
Yeah, I heard it's cold up that way because one of my friends is actually heading to Miami, or she's landed by now, but she lives in Baltimore, and I guess I'm not saying it correctly, Baltimore, and or not, she's not in Baltimore, she's in Silver Spring, but she flew down to Miami today to uh accompany a friend to a work event, but she was like, "It's cold here. I don't like it."
mhm.
We actually are kind of cool here the last couple of days. Like it's in the 40s right now here. But it dipped down. It's gonna dip down tonight into I think the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be high 30s tonight, and that's not what spring is made of. Baltimore. I gotta have a D in it, Baltimore.
Baltimore
I
to you.
haven't been up that way
I
in
love
a
the
minute.
I love the accents of people.
Yeah, but she don't have a accent from there because she's not from there.
I was gonna say to. Oh yeah, she don't.
Yeah, she's from Jersey, and she honestly don't sound like she's from Jersey either.
Yeah.
Until she says Newark. That's
Newark.
the only thing that she says that sounds like deliberately New Jersey to me. Because even when she says orange, it doesn't sound like the
Yeah.
way people from New Jersey say orange.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um.
it's unreasonably cold in NYC. I want to try to run, but I don't run in weather under 65. I feel you. That's kind of the
I
rule that I have for football.
I want to try to run, but my back hurts. Still.
That's like I remember when one of the time his little cousins was playing high school football. I would tell him he got me until October.
Yeah.
Once it starts getting cool outside, I don't do it. Yep, that's how they say it.
How did
No,
how you say it?
no.
Oh. I ain't. I can't say anything about accents because I don't know if like what mine sounds like or anything.
Country,
But I like the way people.
Southern.
I like the way people sound.
It's funny because you said Steve said Lily sounds
Sound.
like an Atlantan,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't hear it.
Yeah. Not at all.
Like
That's
I hear Atlanta,
yeah.
but I don't hear it in her.
Yeah.
I don't think she actually has like an
An
accent
accent.
yet.
Yeah.
I
But
think she'll grow into it,
I
but
don't think I have an accent,
you do.
but I don't think you have an accent. But
Um,
but you know, people from Memphis, when the first time I heard them, I was like, y'all are different.
because we don't sound like anywhere else in Tennessee.
Huh?
We don't sound like anywhere else in Tennessee.
Nah.
And of course,
the funny part,
the longer you're away,
yeah.
the more you lose it
I
until
just
you go back
realized
home.
what you had on. When did you change clothes, man? I said when.
While we've been recording, if you
Oh,
watch,
okay.
she came down here one time in her gown. Like you go back and
Yeah.
rewatch this, and then she came back again with that on.
Never knew.
She got on
Noticed
a
that.
lot of patterns.
Yes, she does. She looked like an orange cream soda and a cow.
But why?
I don't know. That's what you chose to put on. You
Nobody's
think?
hating on your feet, girlfriend.
Do your thing, man.
So,
Yeah, go ahead. Just cut it down. All right.
Tommy and I had a talk about
Can
these
you
videos that
smell the
need to
candle?
be edited. So my
You
plan
can,
is for us to
but
sit down and kind of write out a
don't mess
list
it
of
out
what
too
we
much,
already
okay?
have recorded. We're about to have to get some work done on our house in the next 2 weeks. So I think some of that might end up being a part of the video too,
Yeah, possibly. I don't know.
depending on
Yeah, I've
how
been working on a
interesting it is.
table for
Another table.
yeah
Because
three.
he's built one table,
What
but he
table
can't
was
fit
that?
the one down here. The table down here against the wall. The table that's down there.
Oh, behind the couch. Yeah.
That's the only table down there.
I was trying to think what table when you was like down here. I was thinking about a table like this because the table I'm building is a table like this.
I didn't
Um,
specify what type of table.
that's
You
why I
asked me
was
where
looking
the
around.
table
That's why I
was.
was looking around like, what are you talking
This
about?
be so frustrating to me. He be acting like the stuff is not a table. Then I tell him exactly where it is. And he tries to change what I said. Like I didn't say the table.
I don't think that's what just happened, but
It is.
I'm gonna let you have it.
It is.
Um, yeah, I've been working on this table for like 3 weeks now.
You have not been actively working on that table
Well, I've
for
been
3 weeks.
like I work on stuff on the weekend, and
You ain't working on it out last weekend.
nah, I could have worked on it this week, but I didn't. But it is what it is. Well, guys, I don't have much left to talk about. So I'm finna go on and get off of this thing. Um, we got some stuff coming, but we got to edit the stuff. So just be on the lookout for that stuff. Artika was talking about upscaling or
Don't we're not doing this.
doing more.
We're not
So
doing
we're gonna
this.
see what we can do. Um, go out. It's sunny outside, so go out.
It's cold out there though.
Have a good time. Put a jacket on and just have a good time outside, man. Get some vitamin D from the sun. Um, and yeah, man, we're gonna see y'all next week, man.
All right. Bye y'all.
Peace. I don't know if this string in.
Kinda do.